Yes, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Top of the evening, man. Hopefully everybody had a productive Sunday weekend, especially. The weekend. The weekends come and go so fast, man. Let's get some of the good sounds playing in the background. Let's get some smooth sounds playing. How is the content looking now? Man, like I said, hopefully everybody got to the emotion, man. I want to shout my guy out. Well, let me share this first. Make sure that I'm sounding crystal clear. I'm gonna come on here tonight. I'm gonna talk my sauce, man. I'm gonna talk my sauce tonight, man. Sauce radio, man. Right? Talk my sauce tonight. Yeah, sauce radio. Okay. So, let me share this real quick. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know what's going on with boxing, man. I'm gonna keep it tall with you. I don't even try to keep up with these weird niggas no more on this internet. I've been, I say, yo, they can have it. You heard? I was like, yo, these weird niggas, they can have it. And the weird people that's in power that try to put people in place and all that, y'all can have it. Like, I'm doing boxing, you heard? Like, and the things that I'm doing in boxing, I'm actually growing. So you guys can have it. I don't know what is going on as far as that, but I'll tell you this, right? What I am going to address and talk about is how a lot of these content makers, these content creator guys, a lot of them are unemployed life coaches. A lot of these guys always they have excellent advice for successful fighters. They want to give advice, right, to guys who are basically advised at the top of their profession, right? You have unemployed, like I said, unemployed life coaches, unemployed managers, unemployed content. Now, these guys don't even have successful. It's one thing if you are successful, and you have a blueprint, and you have a resume to show. Yes, I've done this, I've done that. But a lot of these guys are simply old, washed up bums giving advice or attempting to give advice, having opinions on what certified players need to do, should do, and would actually make them better. That is why I titled what I titled tonight, Unsuccessful Content Creator, so they say. Because I had a content creator guy maybe a couple months back. Tell me I was unsuccessful because he measures his success off of the views when he goes live and how many people sit around him But this is one of the guys that said this about me. And I see you sit around on platforms of known bums, right? So who's really unsuccessful? Is it me or you? Because if you sit around a known bum, no motion having, and you're over there, what does that say about you? Because the guy finessed 2 times, song said, birds of a feather, they flock together. That makes you a what? So if you're comfortable sitting around, no motion, what does that say about you being successful? I think you're not successful. I think it's all a facade. Because if you was as successful as you say you are, especially with this boxing, you would be doing more than just live streams, debating terms and contracts and fights, things that you're not even involved in. Things that you don't even play a part in. You're not on nobody's team. Now, I myself um, have worked too many to count fight, actual fight camps. I have that underneath my belt. I also have working fight. I just came off working a fight week, couple back to back. So I have actual stats, right? So when I do come online and I do speak on boxing, and I'm, sharing my journey, experiences, and people that sit around and argue and debate and watch YouTube all day, every day. You sit around and you're watching interviews of guys, and a lot of you guys do this too, right? You take another content creator's work. So, that's my shrimp. My shrimp are ready. Get my shrimp. All right, y'all, I'm back. I had to go get my sprint. I got me some sprint, right? Oh, 2 people in here. Shout out to the 2 that's in here, man. Salute, salute. Um, yeah, hold on. Salute to the 2 that's in here, right? Mm. Nah, you can't have them, Brian. Back up. I want to say happy anniversary to my guy CW. Yes, it's his anniversary. Yeah, happy anniversary to CW. I got some coconut shrimp here. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Well good. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm sorry. You know, I be really getting to it. I be busting moves, man. Right? So when I be out here doing my LLC business, right? And look how many I don't think I did that many orders today, right? I'm gonna see right now. 7 orders. Look, 7 and 8. My first order, my last order was just at 704 at liquor store run. But I spread it out today. The first order was 953, 1025, 132, 214. Then I jumped back out there at 616, 636, and 704. I didn't really go too hard. But I didn't eat like that today. This is my first meal of the day, man. Look what time it is. Almost 9 o'clock at night. Man, if you don't get the fuck out my face, Brownie. Yo, dude, I'm gonna smack your face off, bro. You know better, man. You know better. Like, what are you doing? You're about to go in your cage, bro. You're about to go in your cage. Yeah, you see Daffy? Look how Daffy looking at you. You're about to go in your cage. You're crossing the line.
I put the other.
Good girl. Mm-hmm. No, move, man. Bring him in the cage. No, go bring him in the cage.
Oh, I don't want to.
Yeah, go bring him in the cage. He's done. He's done. Go, get out now. Get out, Brian. Get out. Get out, Brian. Get out, Brian. I be trying to give my man a little bit of freedom. I tried to let him rock out with us a little bit, but he gets beside himself. He gets too comfortable. Well, yeah, we are back. No, you gotta that's hot. You don't want that sauce. It's too hot. Spicy sriracha sauce. Very hot, look. Let's try a little bit. Sorry, y'all. I'm smacking, but I ain't acting. Yeah, 7 and 8. That's 15 orders this weekend, man. That's not bad. That's not bad. Like I said, I didn't go too hard. Because it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. But I want to touch on how these guys, man, these content creators, man, these guys be having like all this worldly advice, man. They be having all this worldly advice, and it's like, yo, bro, you don't even do nothing. What are you doing, right? That's why I at least try to show y'all my content now. I've been switching it up because I already know the boxing shit has been infiltrated. The boxing community is infiltrated. I will never be one of the guys that they're gonna give the flowers to because it just is what it is, right? I watch, I pay attention. Guys that sell they sell for sure, right? So what I do now with the boxing content is I just throw it in their face, like nah 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 look, right? And you always hear me say overlooked. That's what it was. I was overlooked. Overlooked. But these are unsuccessful life coaches, content makers, man. You gotta stop talking about these boxers like that. And some of y'all don't even have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. But yeah, you talk about guys that made it to the highest level, right? Later for talking about the guys that fight on the chitlin circuit, which you guys don't do. You don't even show the love to the guys that fight on the club circuit, regional cards. You barely show them any love. But guys that are fighting under the bigger promotions, the bright lights, you have all this advice for them. That's why I had caught like a little friction with this dude. Nah, you don't eat the tail, nah. That's why I caught some friction with this dude, because I was like, yo, and I had to block him and let him know, like, yo, bro, you're a jealous fan. You sit back and watch what I do. You watch what I do. What? You watch what I do, and you're in the game. But when I look at you, you're a club show fighter. Your fighters fight on club shows, and you feel some type of way because you're like the rest of these dudes that judged me. You thought I came out of nowhere. I didn't pay my dues. I cut the line. All this stuff. I'm an upstart. Meanwhile, that's why I front on a lot of y'all. I said I've been on my bow mat. You're not even on my level. You're not even on my level. Like, respectfully, a fighter who is not on his second tour now. His second tour. Came out the gate and told y'all what I did. Right? Out off the rip. So my first experience of making it happen on some, that's management moves right there. What I did was the big time, bright lights. Nothing small, right? Go ahead, take it. Nothing small. But yeah, when I came on here and I shared my experiences, it's not even about that, but my experiences about covering fights. Being around Earl Spence, watching his rise and ascend, right? And sharing that, right? As a real insider, a boxing insider, like half of you guys that sit online and call yourself fans of boxing, y'all want to be insiders, like the clown nigga, Raiden. I'm gonna just call him Raiden. I'm not even gonna say niggas' names tonight because they're not even worth that. But Raiden, the Raiden character nigga on here, right? This dude been so obsessed with my style and wanting to be like me forever, but you can't even do good podcasting. That's why you're comfortable sitting around a dead end channel, a channel where a nigga's totally unprofessional, doesn't go to fights, sits around, crashes out every day he goes live, right? If you come on live every day and you're not growing, you're not showing no growth, you're really crashing out. You're like these other guys, but see, the reason why they don't look like crash outs like you and and many others is they buy their views. They have better equipment than you, so it looks like an illusion. But they all y'all are the same now, and it's starting to show. That's why you're seeing the more quote unquote successful channels set tripping on each other. For what? For views and clicks? I thought all y'all was getting to the bag. I thought all y'all was successful. I don't know. It's not in here. Go in your sister's room. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not in here. But yeah, how's the content looking, man? How's the content, man? These old unsuccessful life coaches, man. These guys have criticism for world champions, right? Never seen them giving advice to an amateur fighter champion, but yet they tell a world champion. Some of these guys are undefeated world champions. What they need to do? Oh, yo, bro, yo, man, you need to take maybe why don't you apply that to yourself? Because last time I checked, most of you guys that are comfortable sitting around doing absolutely nothing, want somebody to sit on the platform with y'all. All you guys combined sitting around together. Combined. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to the words. Combined. Haven't been to 10 fights. But you guys are giving advice to fighters that have fought from the amateurs to the highest level in the pros. To the highest levels in the pros. But I get it, man. That's why when I put my link out, right? And shout out to my man CW for bringing that up. They're not clicking the link, CW, because they know they can't come over here with the fuckery. They used to. When I first started out on what's the name? This one guy who crashes out every day. He used to try to just click the link like bro, you don't even do nothing, man. I'm Kaiser Sosa you now, nigga. I'm a Kaiser Sosa you now, nigga. You always was clicking the link like you was in all actuality. Every day that you do a live stream and you don't show no life growth, you're killing your brand. When you come on as a quote unquote real nigga, a nigga from the asses, from the streets, and you ain't grow yet, you kill your brand, nigga. If you don't show yourself making it happen, cause all the street niggas I know, they're making it happen, man. If they're still real certified street niggas, they ain't thinking about nobody's internet, man. They too busy in the street. They outside getting to it. But YouTube, the internet, it's so many street niggas that's on the internet that call themselves street niggas. They not. You on the internet, my nigga. And a lot of you niggas is in the way because now you can't even show nothing that you do. You're not getting no money, right? You're not making it happen. But yeah, you speak on, like I said, fighters. Like, Terrence Crawford is set to fight Canelo Alvarez in a couple weeks. Making way more money than he made fighting Earl Spence. But yeah, people, remember, rewind it. Terrence Crawford was dumb. He was negotiating bad faith. He's about to, remember, this is crazy. Karma, man. He's about to make more money than Earl Spence ever made, man. Remember, he wasn't the guy. Earl Spence was the biggest. Hey, Mr. Carter, where have you been? Around the world and I'm back again. It's looking like Bud is really Himothy. Smash that like button, man. 5 in the building. God damn. That's a lot of y'all tonight, man. We talking about these unsuccessful, unemployed life coaches, man. These guys told me I was unsuccessful, man. But I just did 15 orders. 15 orders in 2 days, man, for my LLC. Right? Legit LLC now, EIN numbers and all that, man. We growing. But I'm unsuccessful because as a content creator, my content is shadow banned. The fans don't want to acknowledge my work, but my work, like I said, a lot of y'all are exposed. I just don't. I learned the game very well, right? When people show you who they are, as far as being jealous of you and what you do, you don't let them know that it's you. You let them think that it's somebody else. That's how they expose themselves because they'll like it, right? I've been doing that for so long. I've been doing that for so long. I remember I had I worked at Fight Card, and shout out to Split T Management, David McWaters and them. Yeah, they threw up a lot of my pictures, right? These pictures went viral on their pages. I threw the same pictures up on my page. And I learned this trick from, shout out to WCF. What I did was, I put my watermark so low, so little, where only I would know it was there. This is a couple years ago when I did this, right? To start really exposing how certain people was jealous of me, right? Same picture I post, nobody likes it, they didn't acknowledge it, right? Now when David McWaters and Split T Management posted it, and one of Tiger Johnson's coaches, the Cutman guy, they posted it, yo, I looked, I seen all the likes, I seen the comments, and I seen guys that's on my page. I said, damn, homie, how long have you been a weirdo, a jealous weirdo? I text somebody today and said that's about somebody. I said, yo, dude's been a jealous weirdo forever. I just never called them out on it. Once you get that jacket on you, it's like being a rat to me, right? You don't get that off. That's a sickness. You're a snake. You don't get that off. But I seen that. I was like, damn. And a lot of you, I'm like, damn, how you like, that's my work. But I get it. You know my saying now. Oh, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Shout out to Finesse two-time, man. But yeah, David McWaters posted one of my pictures, right? And then he posted one of my daughter's pictures that went through the roof, right? Because she actually shot Tiger Johnson's fight that time at the Mecca, right? Matter of fact, since I'm speaking on that, why don't I throw the receipt up, right? I have the receipts, right? She shot Tiger Johnson's fight, right? That time at the Garden. And they use her photos. Here it is right here. Look. Here she is. That's what my man, the guy who was supposed to be a boxing executive, said that we was in the raft. Well, it's not this particular fight, but he said we was in the rafters. It's crazy. I went from the rafters to the floor in a heartbeat, man. I yell up rafters to the floor, man. But rafters to the floor, man. That guy said I was in the rafters, right? Unsuccessful. I'm still waiting for him to open up his boxing gym. You know, did he ever do it? No accountability on that, man. That's neither here nor there, right? These guys are the successful ones, right? But I could post my success, right? And I could show my success spreading over to my children. That is why I say certain content creators that attempted to defame my character and speak down on my brand and business, you know, you got to pay for that. I don't take you to court. I'm going to catch you in traffic and we're going to have court. Just know that. I'm serious when it comes to mine. And you see how I carry it and how I move around. So just know that you're gonna pay. It was written. Shout out to cousin Nasir Jones, right? I'm a Jones. But how is the content looking, man? That is a dope. What do they call those right there? The icons. What is that called, man? There's a couple y'all in here. Feel free to comment, man. I don't need to drop the link. I don't need you to come in here. I could conduct the show by myself. A lot of content creators, they're looking for companionship, right? As soon as they go live, they'll drop a link. And when nobody clicks that link, right? When nobody clicks that link, they just be lost. They can't even conduct the show. They can't even conduct the show. You know why? Because they be in the way, right? And now they don't have no way. But me, like I said, I'm making a way. 15 orders today. Well, the weekend, man. 7 and 8, man. Now look, I did. Yesterday I did 8 and I started at 3 o'clock. So like I said, today I took it late, man. I wanted to watch a couple movies. Salute to N Conquest in the building. How you doing, good brother? Yo, I've been done with them, N Consequence. That's why I just throw it in their face now. I've been done with them. I've been done with them when they judged me as media. And meanwhile, I was making management executive moves. Really. They was judging me on views. And guys trying to copy me and set up live streams. Oh, yo, he goes live at 5 o'clock. Let's go live. Nobody go over there. Like, you niggas is weirdos, man. Where did that get you? You niggas is weirdos, bro. You like all you niggas that do moves like that. What do you do in boxing right now? And what do the guys that you look up to do in boxing? Absolutely nothing. Some of these niggas is on here. I can't wait to really catch them at fight. But I'm gonna really press the line on them too. Yeah, how I did, buddy. I said, y'all weird how. I'm weird how. Right? Because these niggas are the real weirdos, bro. These niggas want to be famous, but they so internet famous that they don't do nothing in real life. You niggas be so famous on this internet, sitting in a room. Like right now, I'm in my room. I'm in my crib, right? Just kicking it, man. Like I said, I just came off making that LLC money this weekend, man. And in a couple months, you niggas is gonna be sick, cause like especially you so-called street niggas that's supposed to be running it up, getting to a bag. Like how you not getting to a bag? That's why I was always telling my people. I said, yo, y'all want me to sit around and do content? I'm not a content maker, man. These niggas that's making this content that you keep trying to tell me I need to be like, I'm running circles around them. I'm running circles around them, and I'm not doing no views, and nobody donates to my channel. I may have 5 or 6 legit channel members, but I run laps around them. When I pop out to go to a fight or pull up to cover a fight, I'm credentialed up. And a lot of these fuck niggas was trying to make calls behind the scenes, so I wouldn't be able to do that. That is why now you see how I've been doing it. I don't even say nothing. I just pull up and fuck the whole program up. Right? Yeah. That's why I said I can't wait to see a lot of you guys, because you know I'm on it and I'm like that. And I showed you my hands is like that. So if I feel you get out of character, I will wire your fucking face. I'll wire your face. Salute to my man NYT in the building. Yo, T, let them know how my hands are, man. License locked and loaded. Like that. I'll wire your face. And if I feel like you threatening me, or shout out to Gary Russell. How Gary Russell said, if I feel you are aggressive, I will unaggressive you real quick. I will put you in place. I will tame you, nigga. Do you need to be tamed? Right? Let them know, T. You in the building, right? If you are a wild if you are a wild beast, right? If you call yourself a wild beast, I will tame you, nigga. I am the beast master. I will tame you, nigga. Black Tarzan. Do I have to take it back to my dreads with my long dreads? I will tame you, nigga. You will not be a wild animal no more. I will, shout out to EJ. Now, see, EJ been around me, so EJ used to try to run with the source. I will break you, nigga. If you are a wild horse, I will break you. Bust the move. Facts. Oh. Hey, guys, bust the move, man. They don't want to do that, man. I'm going to break their face. How my man Joe Didi was saying, I will punch you in your throat, right? Yeah, you will be gasping for life. You see your life flash in front of you, man. That's why I stay in the gym, man. You see, when I'm in the gym and I'm around the babies, I get to control that rage, man. I get to control that rage, man. They will get some understanding fast, dude. Fast. And then when they get the understanding, they always turn into victims, right, T? Yo, ain't that funny how that shit work out too, T? These niggas be super tough. Like I said the other day in the gym, I said, them niggas be super tough, playing all that gangster drill music. And then as soon as you drill their ass, oh man, why you do me like that? What do you mean? What do you mean? That's neither here nor there, man. These guys have all this advice for these guys, though, man. To me, it's sickening, man. Like, these guys are Critique, Tank Davis, they're Critique, Devin Haney, now Brian Norman Jr. All these guys that made it to the top. And you look at the guys that was critiquing them, right? You be like, yo, fam, all you do is sit in front of a computer all day. I don't even think you're popping like that in your neighborhood. I don't think you can go outside. Like, go to your local store. Go somewhere and let me see the people give it up to you. Let me see the people give it up to you, man. Let me see somebody see you, right? That's how I know you're official, right? Let me see somebody see you, right, and get excited, right? I don't look. The internet, a lot of you niggas be on the internet. That's why you love to put your links out and have niggas on the panel. Cause I get it. That's your companionship. But go where you're at. Go somewhere. Let me see somebody see you, right? That knows you and embraces you, acknowledges you, right? Let me see that, man. Right? That's what I need to see, man. I need to see that type of emotion, man. Because I don't think you had that, man. And it shows. That's why you be so excited over views, man. Yeah, you be excited over views, man. You gotta be like this, right? Look, I'm gonna take it back to the vote for y'all real quick, right? Yeah, this is the vote, man. Show me you got some motion like this. What's going on, Coach? What we looking like? What we looking like, Coach?
Gave the audience 7 rounds of a boxing clinic.
That's right.
8th round, we took them out.
That's right.
Easy breezy.
Yo, big. John, over here. All right. Yeah, you see Stitch? Shout out to Stitch and Mike Bezel. That's why Stitch said I was like family. Man, we work together, man. Yeah, we are. Say that again, Ray. That's right. But yo, you let these guys know that, right? But you do have options. But yo, show me you outside like that, man. Huh? Show me you outside like that. Go ahead.
That's my cousin. If cousin just me, fuck all these posted on me. We from together. We got way below me.
Yes. Yeah, put this up with me. Thank you. That was cool, man. Go put that up. Put that up, man. Man, 10 in the building, smash the like button, man. But yeah, these old unsuccessful life coaches. No. These unsuccessful life, no. These unsuccessful life coaches, man. Always critiquing these guys at the highest standard. Man, like I said, these guys, you don't even see these guys working with amateur fighters, but yet they want to tell a professional who's at the top of the food chain what he needs to do. Yo, man. Yo, Keyshawn, man, you need to just chill. Keyshawn is an Olympian, silver medalist, former world champion, did his thing. Right? You niggas crash out like that over your bitch getting the wrong beer. But you telling a nigga who has $1 million investors, all type of endorsements, and come on, man, there's levels to this, man. He said a nigga online will tell you where to move your own couch. Yeah, man. Yo, man. These niggas will tell you how to run a business. Yeah, they don't even got a job. Yeah. Niggas will try to tell you how to run a business, right? But that's what a fighter is. Truth be told, a fighter, especially these guys that's fighting on Top Rank, Matchroom, and PBC, these guys are independent businesses, independent contractors. Yeah, these guys that can't even keep a 9 to 5 is trying to tell an independent contractor, LLC, a business, how he needs to flow. These guys can't show you no receipts of nothing they have accomplished. It's always a story. Yo, man, in 85 and 98 and 2012, yo, I was getting it. What happened? How did you stop getting it? You was just getting it, right? See, one thing about niggas that was getting it, whether it was illegal or illegal, once they figure it out, they always get to it. A lot of these niggas that was getting it, they were like, yo, man, I used to get it in the streets. Okay. And shout out to Elon Musk, a lot of these corporate dudes, they tell you, niggas that got in the streets, when they go corporate or they figure it out, they run circles around niggas in the legit world. So what happened to you niggas that was getting in the streets? I don't think you niggas was never getting in the streets, man. I don't, because it shows, man. It shows, man. That's why a lot of you niggas that call yourself being street niggas, you love to sit online. Because online, you could be any character you want to be. You could be anybody you want to be until that live is over. Once that live is over, reality sets in. Reality sets in. I mean, how many orders did we do yesterday? 8 orders, right? We was getting to what? The motion. We was getting to the money, right? Yes, T. We know who's who, man. You got to turn that down, bro. Thank you. Right? Yeah, we know, T. Yeah, these niggas wasn't getting no money, T. It shows, man. Yeah, if you was ever getting money, you would get some money now, right? Cause you know the saying, T. You know you do have options, man. Niggas was never getting no money. You try to be around niggas that was getting money. And that's my man. Yo, I know that nigga. Yeah, everybody knows that nigga. Yo, come on. Thank you. Right? But you want to sit online and give advice to dudes that's doing it at the highest level, highest frequency. And like I said, most of y'all can't even spark a plug. Literally. You can't spark a plug, man. And your plug gave you dirty work. Your plug, you niggas was the niggas that had a plug, right? And when your work got tested, your work came back trash. So that look, you are a product of your work. You're trash. they didn't, if they didn't test your work, right? If they tested your work on some Blue Magic, remember how Frank Lucas was on it, right? Look, we talking the dope game now, right? Blue Magic was that shit, right? You ain't have to cut it. Look, he told you, right? You niggas was out here, y'all work was trash, right? If your work was trash, that just says the type of hustler you was, who your plug was, where you was really at in the game. Facts, man. Right? That guy's said, stop this kid. Look, man. They said I was unsuccessful, man. But look, I just showed my daughter how to hunt this weekend. But they've been hunting, but now she sees it. Right? That's why I treat her. We went and got fish yesterday. Because we was getting to the bag, man. Yeah, we was getting to the bag, man. You got, listen, you got to reward. Look, she is a partner of this. So I have to reward my partners. Two fish. Yeah, we work together, man. Yup, and gave one to her sister. That's the see. Look, teach my baby right. You break bread with your sister.
Yeah, I got this one that kind of like it's clear.
Yes, that's what you do. You break bread with your sister. We went out hunting, and we had a very successful weekend.
Keep them together because if they were too close together, they would start fighting.
Yeah, they'll probably be fighting. They're fighters. We keep fighters
that
around
type
us.
Of fish, they fight.
They fight. That's right.
That's why the man has them.
That's right. They get down. We get yo. She got the motion. Facts, T. Everything we keep around here is fighters. From Brownie to Daffy. Yeah, we keep fighters, man. Look. That's why I say if you are aggressive, right? I have aggressive hounds, but they don't move like that because I know how to train. I'm a trainer, a teacher. But if you need to be taught, I will break you, nigga. If you like I tell my man Joe Dini, and he laughs when I say this shit. If you are a wild nigga, I will break you, right? I will turn into the slave master and break you, boy. Yeah, take let him go. I'll break you, boy. Don't make me break you. Yeah, shout out to granddaddy Uncle Bumpy Johnson. That nigga said, "Don't make me raise up," right? Don't make me raise up, nigga. Don't make me raise up, nigga. Right? If I raised up, with the dollar bill tell, what's that? If I raise up, it's gonna be trouble. Don't make me raise up, nigga. You won't want to see me raise up, nigga. Real. The last nigga that I had to raise up on, man, they was calling me Barry Bonds, man. They told me that, they used to call me Kirby Puckett and Frank Thomas. I was nice. I played in the Little League World Series. Look it up. Tri Village. I was on News 12. I was nice. Look. I was throwing motherfuckers out from center field. Straight cheese. I had a gun. I was nice. I played a lot of different sports, man. Right? But they said, damn, I didn't know you was nice with a bat like that. I said, I've been nice with bats my whole life. You just didn't know I crack them over motherfuckers' heads. Right? So sometimes you gotta knock sense into a nigga, man. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, man? How is the content looking now?
This is the news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know?
Shake what your mama gave you. I probably could have been a pimp too, man, had I wanted to, man. I think that's why God blessed me with daughters. That's why, if I chose to go that route, man, right? Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. That's why these guys, when I be hearing these guys and they be online and they be wanting to look at me like, yo, you're ugly. I don't have that problem, brother. Why are you looking at me like that, man? You niggas are weirdos, man. But I get it. When you look at the YouTube boxing community, that's what it consists of. Weird, grown men, right? And I want to say, shout out to the LDBC, man. I go at those guys, but I can honestly say they had another successful reunion. They out there in Vegas, man. I want to give them their flowers, man. I know all the members didn't make it because probably some of them didn't get their cash apps and but the ones that are at the top, the ones that it's like a pyramid over there. The ones that are at the top of the pyramid, they are out there and enjoying the fruits of the cult. Shout out to them though. They're out there though. You know, I seen that. When they had it last year and motherfuckers was able to drive, right? Because they was close. They was getting at my man WCS. They had it in WCS's backyard. They was in the A. They was in the A. And they was pulling up heavy. They was pulling up heavy in the A, man. But I guess they couldn't drive to Vegas. I guess they couldn't drive. But shout out to the ones that did make it out there for the reunion. I see they got it in this week, right? yeah, they got it. Yeah. Look, to be honest, I seen one of the videos. It looked like they was drinking E&J and shit, man. There was a lot of brown liquor out there, man. That's never a good mix, man. When you get brown liquor and you get a bunch of jive niggas, it's never a good look, man. I was looking for some top shelf shit, man. I'm a top shotter. I was looking for some top shelf shit, but I ain't see it, man. It looked like they had some Cisco and other shit, man. But to each his own, man. To each his own. And consequence, you die. Yeah, we just do a little comedy, man. A little comedy content, man. These niggas told me I was unsuccessful, man. But my daughter made a bag this week, man. These niggas be having the wrong visions around here, man. They base success off of you sitting online for hours and hours and people donating to you and refreshing the super chat. We get out there and refresh it on our own, man. We refresh it on our own, man. I'm really one of them. And I'm teaching my kids how to be one of them. And I show that, man. Like today, I show that, man. I was out there hunting. Today, I was solo dolo today and still did 7 orders. Right? But it is what it is, man. I'm almost hitting my hour mark, man. But for you unsuccessful YouTube life coaches, advisors and managers and coaches, please start showing y'all work, man. I'm a man's man. If I ever offended any of y'all and y'all start stepping it up and coming out your bag, it's like you see how I just gave it up to the LDBC guys. They're having their reunion. I come on here and do the same thing. I'll be like, you know what? I was wrong, man. That guy is a coach. He is working with the kids in the community. But if you don't do that and I come on here and I point that out and I'll be like, yo, man, you're full of shit, man. I don't see you working with no kids, man. I don't know nobody that knows you, man. I never seen you go live, right? Where you're from, and somebody see you and lose it. Never did. I never did. I got videos like that. I can throw mine up, man. I got videos, right? I play some of them. I got videos, man. And ask anybody that's ever been around me, at a function, at a fight. I know a lot of people, and they know me, right? People will see me at an event, and I remember Earl Spence, man. Keep it tall, man. Keep it tall, man, because you watch my content. Your people watch my content, and they be like, he was talking about you. Keep it tall. We was in Coney Island. Earl Spence fought. Earl Spence fought my man Leonard Bondu. And we was on the boardwalk in CI. Shout out to the Stairwell, Surfside Gardens, you know. Those are the projects over there, right? And we was on the boardwalk. And I was out there with my guys, man. That's what EJ was rocking, the blue. So the Team Spence colors was blue. I had on the blue man down joint with I think I might have had on the Penny Hardaway. I was coordinating. That's what we do. We coordinate, right? And I was doing security. I had the ladies with me. Shout out to Earl Spence's mom, Deborah Spence, right? And I was like, yo, we good. And they kept seeing how everybody knew me, right? And Mama Spence said, damn, who don't you know out here on the boardwalk, right? Who don't I know? Because everybody knew me, right? I'm not from Surfside Gardens or Coney Island, the big CI. That's what they call Coney Island. But I knew everybody, man. I knew everybody. I got those videos. You know why I never throw those up? Because, you know, what transpired with them. And a lot of those videos is Jackal Fitness. And my brand is way bigger than Jackal Fitness now. But I have all those videos. I had the office, the big truck. I had the big truck, man, right? And we was out there. That's when EJ folded Leonard Bondu, right? Yo, facts. See, we know how to get fly. Yo, EJ folded Leonard Bondu, right? They been the PBC been nice with the smoke and mirrors, right? Yo, EJ folded Leonard Bondu, and everybody was talking about how he was a killer. Yo, Leonard Bondu was a 41-year-old man. Yo, EJ was supposed to beat that old ass man up like that. Oh man. Yo, one thing I can say about the PBC's formula, the PBC had the hardest formula when it comes to the smoke and mirror illusion, right? Because EJ folded Leonard Bondu up and it turned him into a killer. You know why? Because remember, Keith Thurman went 12 rounds with that old awkward man. But he was old, bro. He was an old fighter. EJ was strong. That's when EJ used to train with the guy that everybody used to go crazy over. Yo, with this D-Ray. I mean, Blu-ray. I said D-Ray. Shout out to D-Ray. Hopefully all is well with him. He's sipping on a King Cobra somewhere, some malt liquor. But yeah, he was with Blu-ray then. They was like, yo, Blu-ray, yo. See, I'm gonna tell you. You know what fucked Blu-ray up, right? See, because when you fuck with fake niggas, right? That was Earl Spence's demise. He had too many fake niggas around him, right? See, Blu-ray was good, right? But I'm gonna tell you where Blu-ray Fitness fucked up at, right? Blu-ray Fitness fucked up when he was always trying to take credit, right? Listen, and I didn't say nothing. I just sat back. I started saying shit when I started doing content, but he was taking too much credit, right? He really didn't know the fight game like that, right? He was like, yo, such and such knockout. Yo, Joe, this shit is matchmaking, right? He was knocking out, and I don't like to talk about EJ's opponents like this, but he was knocking out guys that he was supposed to knock out, man. But they was making it seem like, yo, and then that shit went to Blu-ray's head. Blu-ray was like, yo, Blu-ray said, he said, I forgot how many knockouts. And then you know who really got mad? Derrick James. Derrick James got mad. Because Blu-ray was getting more credit than he was. When the man that should have been getting the credit was EJ. And then what the fans failed to realize is that they was always trying to say, glass show, fact. If you know, you know, and consequence, right? But what the fans failed to realize is, right? They was like, oh, he ain't with Blu-ray. No, they wasn't that he wasn't with Blu-ray. It was all that Pootie Tang. right? Remember, EJ was a crazy alcoholic. He was drinking. The alcohol was catching up to him, man. It had nothing to do with Blu-ray fitness. It had nothing to do with Blu-ray fitness. He was drinking. He was getting drunk. He was, you heard Charleston White. He was the local town drunk. And then you add to the fact the opponents started stepping up, right? Right? He started fighting better opponents. But one of the best things for me, y'all look it up. Remember, right? I never forget. I laughed my ass off, right? I think he fought. It might have been. I think it was Ugas, right? This is when EJ was like coming back. He was still getting down, but he was finding his way a little bit, right? Yeah, that nigga Brian Custer asked him, right? Brian Custer was like, "Man down," right? He was like, "Yo, man down." It was in Dallas. Look it up, y'all. Look up, look up the press conference. They was like, "Man down." That nigga EJ, he stopped drinking a little bit, so his mind was functioning at a high frequency. He wasn't the Eddie Kane EJ, the EJ on drugs, and goofy EJ. He was on point a little bit. So when Brian Custer said that old bullshit, man down, EJ knew. He was like, "Man, I ain't been man down in a minute," and he laughed because he knew it. He was like, yo, I screamed because I knew it too. Yo, I screamed. He said, "Man, I ain't been man down in a minute," right? Because he knew he wasn't putting nothing down no more, man. The alcohol, all that shit caught up to him, man. They was mad at me. That's my saying now. But hey, what do I know? And I remember telling his cousins and his uncles, and they're like, "Yo, man, he gotta chill, man." I was like, he gotta chill. I was like, he gotta chill. Because I remember I interviewed Bomac in that, man. And I was like, yo, they got y'all, man. Niggas didn't want to listen. I was like, yo, you in trouble, homie. They done mastered your style, man. Well, they mastered Derrick James' style. They mastered his style. I was like, yo, listen, y'all in trouble, man. But they didn't want to listen to me, man. Then they kicked me out the whip, lied on me. It was all good. I seen the vision. God already showed me. God showed me. He was like, "Don't worry about it, my son. I'm gonna take care of this." And the rest is history. Earl got mollywopped. Yo, Bomac told Derrick, right? Yo, what did Bomac tell Derrick? Yo, I told y'all, look, my receipts in this game are so like, you can't front on my receipts. Like my receipts in this boxing, that's why dudes whisper my name, because my receipts. Remember, I was lied on. Man. They tried to shame me, man. But look at my receipts, man. Yo, look at my receipts, man. Yo, my receipts are countless classics, man. Look at my receipts.
Derrick faces Bomac's challenge. Silence reveals uncertainty in Shanewz boxing showdown.
You've done in the game.
Cheeto.
But you ain't ever went up against me or my
Listen,
staff.
that's the only thing been high.
So you remember something.
What? Tell me what I got to remember.
We've been here before.
So you say
You trying to get
no,
there.
No. You,
All right?
Wait.
I can tell you how it is to be undisputed.
Wait. You can tell.
You can't tell me.
Listen, you the only.
Sit back and watch this.
Wait, is Jamel Tell on?
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something.
Hey, listen.
I promise you something.
Hey, man, listen, man. They got to make a new way for you.
The News by Shanewz. From interviewing both of these guys in the past, it was at this point that I knew, right, DJ, Derrick James, was underprepared. It was at this point that I knew EJ was in trouble. It was at this point that I realized Derrick really didn't have a plan. Because when Bomac said to him, "You can't hide no more," Derrick's reaction said it all. He reacted like a kid who was not.
Stop it. Yo, maybe that's why EJ didn't pay him, right? Because he was underprepared. He was incompetent, man, right?
He was underprepared. He was I think they're still in court, man. I don't want to speak on that right now, but you know, maybe that's why he shorted him the money, right? Because he let him out there to get his head hit, man. Prepared for a test, and the teacher told him, "Pop quiz today," and he lashed out. The news by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know? Got it.
Yo, shout out to Bomac, man. Brian McIntyre. I'll get on my Bomac on y'all, man. Like he told Derrick James, man. Yeah, I respect what you have done in the game. But you haven't won against me and my staff. This is for you YouTubers, man. You YouTube boxing guys, man. I respect what y'all have done in the game. But you ain't on my level with this boxing, man. You was not on my level by all means, man. I respect what you have done in the game. Do your view. This is Shanewz boxing, though. Vision, Hall of Fame, legends, out the mud, ENT, no cosign, stepping. Respect the shooters, man. Like I said, I respect what you have done in the game. But like Bomac told Derrick James, can't hide no more. Can't hide no more. I respect what you YouTubers have done in the game, but this is Shanewz boxing. We are not the same. How is the content looking?
Yo, I knew that nigga was in trouble, T. I've been around both of those teams, man. Yo, that nigga Bomac right here. Yo, when Bomac told that nigga, sit back and watch this, right? I was like, yo, y'all sent out the call, man. I sent out the call, right? Cause that, yo, at the end of the day, I watched EJ grow up, man. I sent out the call. I said, yo, he's in trouble, man. I was like, yo, he's in trouble, man. I was like, yo, it's not gonna be good. Ask my man Killer K. We was in the gym. Everybody was mad at me, man. They're still probably mad to this day. Cause I said, yo, he's gonna get beat up, man. I was like, yo, he's gonna get beat up bad, man. They was mad. I was like, no, you know, listen, he's gonna get beat up, man. They're not ready. I was like, this dude is incompetent, man. He's incompetent, and it showed the whole lead up. Oh, I don't watch film. You know, he was incompetent. What you mean you don't watch film? What do you mean? Oh, I don't watch film. Then the other shit, when Bud was like, oh yeah, oh, Mama Crawford ain't gonna be dancing that night. Shit, she was dancing. She was dancing. This nigga was a clown, man. That's why EJ ain't probably pay you, nigga. He was a clown, nigga. You let him out there to get his head whooped on, man. You was underprepared. Yo, look, Bomac told y'all, man. Y'all don't be paying attention to the signs, right? Look, Derrick was on clown mode, right? He was on clown mode, right? Right? Look, he was on clown mode. Bomac had on the murder ones. Look at Bomac's shades, right? Bomac meant business. Bomac was a humble killer. He was letting them know, like, Derrick James was some plate, nigga. Because leading up to that point, right? Derrick James was the man. To the EJ, he was the man, right? He was the best coach. He was all these things, right? Bomac knew. Bomac knew he was a better teacher than him, man. Straight up and down. Bomac knew. Bomac was like, yo, this is my moment now. Bomac was like, yo, this is my moment. What? I'm gonna tell T said it. Bomac said, yo, I'm about to take this nigga to school, man. This is my moment. That nigga Bomac said, I respect what you have done in the game, right? But he said, Bomac was in his bag. He had the sword. He felt some type of way. Because he said, yo, I've been undisputed before. I've been there before, right? He was on his sword. That's how I be fronting on niggas. Like, you can't tell me nothing. You ain't did nothing, nigga. Don't you telling somebody that did it, man. Look, break it down.
Derrick faces Bomac's challenge. Silence reveals uncertainty in Shanewz boxing showdown.
You've done in the game.
Cheetos.
But you ain't never went up against me or my
Listen,
staff.
that's the only thing.
Look, that nigga Derek was a straight clown, right? Yeah, he tried to throw insults. Yeah, he was throwing insults. Yeah, he turned 12 years old. He was snapping. Cheetos, Big Mac. Yo, Bo Mac was dead serious. He had his murder ones on. That nigga was, that shit was bouncing right off of him. What? You talking about Cheetos, nigga? You better be prepared, nigga. Yo, you better be prepared for what's coming. You're not even prepared, nigga. You over here trying to snap. What are you, 12 years old? You had jokes? Like, nigga, Bo Mac wasn't joking, man. He had on the murder ones. Look.
Been high.
So you remember something?
What? Tell me what I got to remember.
We've been here before.
So
yo,
you say
right there. Yo, that went over everybody. All these goofy, jealous fan niggas, that went over their head right there. That nigga said, yo, you remember something? We've been here before. Letting them know, like, nigga, you don't even know what you're getting into right now, nigga. Yo, Derek Jan, look at Derek. Look at his face. Look at his face. He got exactly what he needed, a humbling one.
No. You
right.
Wait.
I can tell you how it is to be undisputed.
Wait. You can tell.
You can't tell me.
Listen, you the only.
Sit back and watch this.
Wait, is Jamel told on?
Sit back and watch this. I promise you something.
Hey, listen.
I promise you something.
Listen, man.
Yeah, I made the call. I made the call right there. I said, yo, man, EJ's in trouble, man. I said, yo, EJ's in trouble, man. That nigga Derek don't have a clue, man. Everybody was mad at me because then it played out. That nigga went out there and got beat up. He was slow. He was stiff. He got dropped in the second round. What did Bo Mac say after the first round? Yo, he's slow as shit. Come over the top with the hook. Shout out to my man, Stone Bone Boxing. Bud hit him with the Omaha juke hook. I'm not even from Omaha, but I fuck with official Omaha niggas. You see how I knew the punch? He hit him with the juke hook. Dropped his ass, man. Punched him right in his neck. I would throw that up right now, but the PBC and them funny style motherfuckers over there will have my live stream shut down. But watch the footage. He hit him in his goddamn neck and dropped him. EJ was done. Yo, had that happened sooner in that round, because remember, it happened towards the end of the round. EJ was out on his feet, bro. He was done. And then, like my man Joe Dini would say, yo, after that, Terrence Crawford just carried him for a couple of rounds. He felt bad. He carried him. But man, they was in trouble, man. This guy wasn't prepared, man.
To make a new weight for you.
The news. He was throwing jokes. They need to make a new weight for you. Super, like, nigga, you don't even have your fighter prepared. What are you talking about, man? That's why you didn't get paid, or you didn't get what you were supposed to get paid. I don't know. That's your business. You guys ain't court. But maybe that's probably the reason, man. You didn't prepare him. He felt like you didn't do the job. Because normally you would have got paid, right? But you didn't. Well, you guys ain't court. I don't know. Does anybody know what's going on with that legal situation? Any of you more successful insiders? But how was the content looking now? Look, I reached my hour mark. I was at the desk tonight. He said they two-stepped the canvas on that nigga. Oh man, they was dancing like a motherfucker, man. Remember Derek James was talking greasy, man. He said Miss Deborah Crawford wasn't gonna be dancing, man. He told her to keep her dance shoes home that night. Well, she brought them out, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the funniest shit though, right? You gotta watch all the content, right? Yeah, when Yellow Beezy and all of them, they was trying to act like they wanted to fight the people from Omaha, right? Yeah, you gotta watch it. Yeah, you hear somebody say, "Yo, man," yeah, I don't know who it was. Somebody in the crowd say, "Yo, man, them niggas got paid to fight. Don't get your asses whooped for free." Yo, you gotta pee. Oh my God, my stomach is hurting, man. Yo, I know Vegas was crazy that night, man. Yo, Vegas was crazy that night. I remember somebody wanted me to go. I was like, nah, man. I knew. I was like, nah. Because I would have ended up fighting, man. I would have ended up having a fight, man. Because everybody out there especially all the team Spence people. Yeah, they was so hurt, right? But if they was on their professional grind, right? Which none of them never was, man. At the end of the day, yo, EJ got damn near $25 million for that ass whooping, man. Yo, he got to take that, man. That was his deal, man. Cause he did a lot of foul shit, and that was his deal, man. Rest in peace to my man's father, man. My man Keemon down there in Fort Worth, Texas. Yo, it was written, man. Yo, Terrence Crawford was an honorable, righteous dude. The whole fight, going into that fight, yo, they disrespected that man, yo. That man had class, dignity, and honor. When they talked about him, if he didn't fight nobody, remember, yo, they asked EJ about his resume. Yo, EJ disrespected his resume. Like, that's why, look, karma and the universe is undefeated. How EJ disrespected that man about not fighting nobody. He was gonna break him, all this shit. Yo, he ended up being EJ down so bad. He beat EJ worse than he beat a lot of other fighters, man. Damn sure beat him worse than he beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter fight with Bud was way more competitive. Well, yo, look, Bomac had to tell him he was losing the fight. Bomac had to tell him he was losing the fight for him to turn up against Sean Porter. Right? These are facts, man. Hopefully y'all dug my content tonight, man. I'm about to wrap it up and watch me a movie. Can I get the remote in here, man? I'm in my game room off. I don't play games anymore. I'm gonna watch me a movie tonight. You know? I might. You know what? I might watch, but it's sad. I might watch Fruitville Station. I like that movie, but I don't like it because they killed my. It's based on a true story, man. The police killed him right in front of his girl. He had a daughter. The police clapped him. Nothing. They got into an altercation on the train. And the gun went off, man. He died out there in California.
So it's like the truth?
It's a true story. Yeah, it's sad.
Wait, so they were like based on a true story?
Yeah, it's based on a true story.
Wait, so they made
on New Year's Eve. Yeah, he
yeah.
died. Yeah, it's based on a true story.
Wait, so like when he died, it was for
it was. They made a movie out of it, but it was everything. It really happened. But this is the Sauce Experience, man. The news. My Shanewz, media marketing management, persona agent. You know, you do have options, man. Hopefully y'all caught the sauce tonight, man. Shout out to Inconsequence, T. I think Malik was in here. And everybody else, man. Get to y'all motion. The weekend has come and gone, man. The weekend has come and gone. Maybe I'll edit. Nah, I ain't gonna edit none of this up. If I edit the Derrick James part, they're gonna feel some type of way, man. But Derrick wasn't prepared, man. Derrick let EJ in the battle. Wow. Maybe it's because EJ stole on him. Yo, remember when EJ punched him in his face? Doing the pads? Right? He remember when he stole on him? I think it was the Ugas fight. He gave Derrick a busted lip, and Derrick returned the favor for the Crawford fight. Caught him with the Mr. Magoo hook. EJ walked right into it. Man, them guys, look, to me, I always said it, man. And it's shown, I was like, to me, they really didn't have a real good relationship. It came out, too. Remember, EJ said it. His dad had to pay him to train with the guy. Right? This is what he said. I didn't say this. Look it up for yourself if you're a real content maker, researcher, media. Look it up, man. But, it's crazy how all my truths, you can't hide no more. You can't lie no more, man. But this is the Sauce Experience.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey. Thank you.
This is The Sauce Experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?
Yeah, from the rafters to the floor, man. Yeah, you going up
to the floor, man.
Yeah, you going up to the rafters or what, man?
Nah, I'm down here all night, Sean.
Oh, okay. It's like,
What about yourself, man?
Yeah, we down here. You see, we down here.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Toon with Helora. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
This is your boy Jamel Simplify Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplify, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.